Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Luminous's Intuitive Talks, where we receive divine messages, advice, warnings, things we would like to hear, and things we would rather not. So let's go ahead and get into today's topic. So today's discussion will be on stop draining your own energy. You may think, how can you drain your own energy? Most people think of it as other people are always draining their energy. Things such as work, things such as family, friends, maybe your kids, whatever the situation may be. But we are going to talk about ways that we can drain our own energy. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is overthinking. Always, over analyzing situations, always over just thinking about things that happen or things that could happen. Basically, not living in the present moment. And why are we always doing that? We always think about things that are coming in the future or things that haven't even happened yet. We don't even know if those things will happen. But sometimes we like to overthink. Even when it comes to situations with dealing with people, we tend to overthink like people's motives. We tend to overthink what people's real ulterior intentions they have for us. We tend to overthink on certain situations that probably should not be overthought of at that time being. Okay, so overthinking is definitely a way that we could drain our own energy, especially if we do this day to day. Okay. The second one, overworking. That's where you're lacking rest for yourself. Okay. There comes times when we overwork ourselves. We're doing too much. We're obsessing with too much work, and that puts a strain on us as individuals. When you work too much, you become tired, you become irritable. You don't have room for certain things, certain activities. You may be just draining your own energy, but is that something that we should continue to do? Is that something that we should, keep doing to ourselves? Because after a while, it becomes something that is just very, very, very draining. Okay? So that is the second way that people could drain their own energies. When we overwork, we're doing too much juggling, We don't have time to prioritize things, okay? And, sometimes it becomes burdensome. Definitely. So you lack rest, you lack time, you just become, like I said, extremely irritable. You lose patience. You really cannot make time and room for anything else. So definitely overworking is a way that we can drain our own energy. Okay. The third one, overgiving, as in overgiving your time to other people. Sometimes we have to step back and remove our energy from other people, because when people are in our vicinity or always want our time, always want our, attention and time and energy, that's when we become overly drained. Okay, so we should stop giving all of our time and our energy to other people. Of course, um, we would have to do this for such as like children, or of course those are priority things. We do those things for our kids. If we are caretakers, you have to give your time to whoever you're caretaking for. If you are when it comes to work, you could be over giving time to work. Okay, like I said, overworking yourself is definitely something that could be overly draining for you as an individual. Okay, so definitely it's important to, take time for yourself. It's important to just get your rest. As I was saying, lacking rest is energy draining. So we don't want to overgive too much of our time where it doesn't have to be. Of course, for the important things, we have to do what we have to do. But if it's not very important, we should not be overgiving our time, our energy, because we have to, you know, we have to recover as human beings, okay? We're not robots. We can't continuously just work and work and work and think we don't need rest. Give and give and give and think we don't need rest, okay? So definitely we should protect our energy, okay? Take time for yourself. Self-care, self-love, those things are very important, okay? Our next one, okay? Like I said, over prioritizing, doing too much juggling, handling too many things at one time. It's very energy draining. When you find yourself doing too much juggling, it's impossible to keep up with it. Because like I said, after a while, you become irritated. You become to the point to where you lack interest in doing whatever it is you have to do. So then you could become stagnant. Okay, so we definitely don't want to over prioritize. We don't want to over juggle. We don't want to over give. We don't want to overwork, and we don't want to overthink, always obsessing on things and situations, right? Okay, so our next one, overreacting. How could overreacting be an issue? Well, it depends on the situation. A lot of us overreact about a lot of things that we cannot change. A lot of us like to, we overreact about too many things within our future. Like I said, we're the type to where we like to um try to go ahead of time. We're at the point to where we don't really like to slow down. We don't like to think things through. But what we do is we'll overreact about it, or, we'll overthink it, and it becomes very stressful. So we definitely don't want to overreact about the things we cannot change, but instead fix the things that we can change. Okay? Even still, if we can change it, don't overreact about it, because you're causing your own self-stress. You're causing your own self-anxiety and worry when you don't have to. Okay, sometimes we just need to sit down, think about things, and then push out our plans. Okay, so our next thing that I want to speak on about draining our own energy. Okay, because in many ways, like I said, we can be draining to ourselves and not even know it. We're doing too much. We're giving too much. Okay, prioritizing is important, but we don't want to over prioritize the things that we must handle. Okay, so this was going to be just a very short topic in discussion. I just wanted to talk about those few things that can cause us to drain our own energy. Okay, those things that cause us to be in lack, causes us depression or anxiety and worry and stress and all of those things. All of these simple things could be very hindering when it comes to us and our stability and foundation. So just think about those things, okay? And I'm going to see you guys on the next video. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in again to Luminous's Intuitive Talks. Okay. I want you guys to get your rest. I want you guys to prioritize, but also give yourself self-love, self-care. Take care of yourself because our health and our wellness is very important. Okay. So keep going, keep moving forward, stay dedicated, stay motivated. And, just take every day step by step and don't be too hard on yourselves, okay? So I love you guys and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Luminous's Intuitive Talks. All right, bye.